I'm extremely tired from yesterday. Just really sleepy. My legs are really tired. I just hung out with the girl who, when she stepped on a stick on the beach, the stick flew in the air, had a thorn on it. It was from a thorn bush. Jammed her right between her thumb and her finger. And she had to go to the doctor because some of them, if it's a hawthorn, it could be toxic. And you can have not lose your hand, but lose use of your hand or something, and she's a sculptor. So her husband was driven into Columbia Falls. He's biking back with her medicine. And now I'm gonna go pay for an extra night because I'm gonna leave tomorrow morning. Just chilling today. Ruth and
Rob
from
Spain
and the UK. I'm an engineer.
Your job gave you a year off.
Yeah.
My job gave me a year off.
She's in marketing and she left her job, so you'll just go back and find work when you go back. What's your trip?
We flew into LA from Europe and we were going to spend 3 months in the States. We were going to go up to Yellowstone from LA, going through Utah, Arizona, and Colorado and Wyoming. And then we were going to go down to Mexico, but it's closed. So we're still here because of the virus, yeah. So 6 months later, we're still here.
The land border is closed.
And where are you headed after here?
We're going to go to Seattle somehow. We're either going to cycle or get a train. And then I think we're going to get the train from Seattle to LA, like a big long night train. And then we're going to fly into Mexico. So we're not flying quite so far. We'll cycle some bits of it.
That's why you have a month till your visa's up.
We were originally going to go down Baja, but it sounds a bit, I don't want to say boring, but a little bit kind of what everyone does
Deserty,
and stuff,
yeah.
and a bit deserty. So we're thinking maybe we'll go down the middle somehow.
Still thinking about that.
Yeah.
We used to live in Madrid, but now we are gonna try to move very close to my parents. Like Valencia is kind of in the southeast.
This is her bike, and she has all this weight on the back. I'm just so impressed because they're on the Great Divide since Colorado. Her tires, they're thinner, and she hasn't had any issues sliding down a mountain or anything with all this weight on the back. He got a flat while we were standing here. We're here, and we all look over, and he got a flat. I don't know what he rolled over.
That bike since he was 15.
Since you were 15 years old?
But I was a teenager for sure.
That's awesome. Being in the United States as a bike packer, a bike tourer, what was your worst story?
The cold rollers. You don't know what they are?
Cold rollers?
A coal roller.
You're learning a new concept.
We got told about this in Colorado by a group of cyclists actually, and we had no idea what was going on until this point. And we thought it was just bad cars that were kind of a bit broken.
Okay.
But apparently people modify their cars so that they kick loads of smoke out the exhaust.
All right.
And then when they see someone they don't like, or a biker, or someone walking, or they kind of like people who you don't like the environment.
They step on it.
Yeah, they step on it, and then they give you a cloud of smoke.
That was on purpose?
Yes, on purpose.
All those times it happened to me, it was on purpose.
Yeah.
I thought it was because they were trying to pass me really fast, and that was just something that naturally happened with the car.
So that's what we thought until we got told about it.
Oh.
And then you see, when you observe it, you realize, you see who.
So it's called, how would you say it? Someone just cold rolled me?
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah. We're pretty new to this.
I did have someone throw a cup of ice on me, but it was really hot that day, so maybe they were trying to cool me off. So cold rolling, that's your worst?
As a generalization of the United States is a thing, yeah.
They did get kicked off private land, but the guy was nice.
It wasn't nice when he honked the horn when we were sleeping.
Yeah, I think he was
But then it was it's private land.
He didn't know what to expect.
Stay in until later.
Yeah, when we were I'm really sorry. We thought that we were in national forest. He's like, oh well, you just leave during the morning, but no rush.
I look down and Rob is chopping beets. How are you cooking like this? And I'm remembering that they have these huge panniers, but still, look, they have a teapot.
We struggle all day just to carry this stuff around.
And he has all spices and things. He's got his wooden spatula. You have a bottle of olive oil. This is incredible what you're fitting in your panniers. This is so fancy. And you have this cool foil wall setup.
This is like gasoline. You just spend 30 cents, you fill the whole thing up.
Oh,
and
really?
That lasts you a week.
That takes gasoline?
Yeah,
when you travel to different countries.
So you just go to a gas station? No,
you just fill it, and it's 30 cents.
It's a bit awkward at the beginning because you go in and you say can I have $1 or can I have 50 cents? And they're like,
Oh, well, you
you
just
say,
taught me something. I never knew that. Let me go show you what my cooking is for my bike packing space. 1 cup of hot water to these potatoes, and I add my foiled salmon. I know you would all love to join me for dinner.
Oh, nice.
That's it, I swear.
We got some mayonnaise if you want.
This is like September.
Yeah, so we are not doing
They have a plan. They're taking the train to Seattle and they're going to do the Oregon coast. And what's this young man going to be doing? You're heading to, what's your scoop? Along the north.
Washington to Maine. Spreading good vibes. Jumping off of bridges. Playing in water. Doing cannonballs.
And then you two are done and you started from doing the Great Divide
Border of Mexico.
up to here.
Yeah, up to here.
To Glacier. Where are we? We're in
Probably
Glacier.
not going any further north. I think we just decided that right now.
we're going back down to West
My
Glacier.
goodness.
First of all, I'm very impressed with how he's attached his books to his Blackburn racks, which I have. And what he did here is he had a gas can here, just sort of floating in space. He had it strapped that tight and it held that it didn't drop out. But the most impressive thing, which I love, because as everyone knows, I'm really frustrated with my bag. Austin's going to show you. He basically said, screw the whole etiquette of bags. He got 3
Dry bags from Amazon. I just got ski straps. And I just wrapped ski straps through my rack
Friends waking up
and just cinch them down really tight.
friends come.
And that's it.
And he's utilizing the side of the rack. So he has a regular rack that attaches to his bike, and then he has 3 of those, which is fantastic.
Yeah, and you can almost like stack like dry bags on top of dry bags in a way. So I put like 2 on the side and I put 1 on the front like this. But for a while I had 4 dry bags and I was just kind of putting them on the sides like this. But I think you could also just put 1 like this and then strap another one right there and then another one right there and just have like 5 dry bags.
But what's it like when you're coming down a gravel steep grade? Are you
Oh,
sliding out? Like, are you squeezing your brakes and your bike's skidding out because there's so much weight on the back?
No, it's pretty good. It works all right. I mean, I think I could use maybe a little bit of a knobbier tire back there, but honestly,
You were
you don't
fine.
lose much handling.
And he's a Moose Treks fan too.
Oh, Moose Treks for life.
Rocks, yeah. And Rock Bros. Have you tried Rock Bros?
No, I haven't.
They're my front bags. I got both my front bags for $45. Other companies were selling them for like, just this bag was like 130, let's say, and then this would be like $40. So they,
Oh, yeah.
the whole thing, I think it was, yeah, $45.
How waterproof is it?
I tested it by holding it under a big faucet, pump at a campground and put water all over it. But you can feel how it's,
Yeah, it seems pretty waterproof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Austin.
Yeah, no problem.
We have the wise asses down here and a woman who offered $2 over there. They're trying to get their family up to get the uncle to jump.
You want me to hold the camera and you can jump?
I'm not jumping. I'm like you guys have done it so much.
Yeah.
Let's see if he gets his dad to go now. He's gonna do it!
No, that's not what
Ah!
Whatever, Dad. Watch out.
We've got the competitive time. Oh! Nice!
Dad, what are you doing? Dad, you're being a puss. Come on, Dad. Second guessing. Yeah, quit second guessing. Don't be a whip.
Is that enough motivation for you?
Are you sure, Dan? Are you sure?
Oh!
I'm not brave enough to do off the top railing yet. Someday I'll grow up and be a big
We have
kid.
nothing to fear but the fear of missing out.
Somebody went on their ass pretty bad. Yes, it was you. It was Ruth. You were in the seated position. I haven't been videoing. I left My new friends at Glacier, I didn't jump because I didn't want to get all wet, and they were all freezing afterwards, and they didn't want to jump again because it was so cold. I'm thinking, okay, with my Raynaud's, that's the last thing I need. But I didn't leave till like 2 or something. It was just nice hearing the different conversations, and even though we chatted a fair amount the night before, I'm on the Great Divide. I've only gone 20, almost 25 miles, and it's 6 o'clock. So I missed going through Columbia Falls. That was sort of the trade-off of hanging out with those folks, because I kind of wanted to see it. I just like the visual. Just even if I went down the main drag, it's like, okay, and yes, I can go to Google Map. I can drive down the road on Google Map. The way I went into West Glacier was actually on a road, which you'll see on my Strava. And I'm glad I went in that way because I got to see Coram and Hungry Horse, and just, it's not like they were big towns. There's just to see what shops they had. I don't know, I liked seeing it. Had I had gone in the way Adventure Cycling or these other people come in on a quieter road, I would have missed all of that. It dumps you like right before the welcome to the West Glacier Park sign. So yeah, I really am happy I went in the way I went in. You know, it's funny when I video this way because sometimes I'm focused on taking pictures and then other times I'm doing the video. So I'm wondering how choppy this trip has been because I haven't really gone back to look at footage to see like, is it actually making sense? Is it going in any kind of an order? Did I even talk about my ride, my climb? I don't remember. So maybe tomorrow morning I'll see if there's a warm shower in Whitefish. Because when I leave Whitefish, I'm going into wilderness again. But I think it's only like 65 miles of wilderness, which I did in one day when I climbed to the road to the sun. And that included a 4,200 foot climb. So the truth is, I could almost make it to Canada when I leave Whitefish. I tell you that there's been a headwind almost the whole way. Whitefish, oh boy. It's a hopping in place. Yes, I know I'm on the wrong side of the road. I've got my pizza from downtown Whitefish and 2 cans of soda, and I just got to this beautiful campground, and I'm like, is anyone here? And the guy's like, yeah, there's 3 people. Do 2 of them happen to be Tom and Lee? He goes, yes, one's Tom. So Tom's here. It doesn't sound like Lee's here, because I said, Lee's got a thick head of white hair, and you'd probably recognize him. Oh, this is a beautiful campground. Let's see if I can make it without my pizza. Such a deja vu. I think you're even sitting in the exact same spots where you would sit at Bigfork. This is freaking me out. And you have all your stuff. Hi, you guys.
Where'd you come from, Jenny?
I came from Glacier.
You did?
Okay, so this is
Ted.
And you are?
From Wisconsin, and I came here to get a job and live here.
And he arrived?
Today.
And he's camping here, and he has a job interview tomorrow.
Yes.
Like, that's
pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What's the job interview for?
Oh, just amazing crepes.
Oh,
it's a barista
nice.
and making crepes
Oh,
until
nice.
until I get established,
Sure.
So I took a week here. I just moved to Montana. I got here Friday.
Okay.
I stayed in Sealy, but this is where I want to be. So it took me a while to get up here.
Like, how did you discover this place?
Because I want to be as close to Glacier as possible.
Oh.
And so Columbia Falls, Whitefish,
Okay.
Kalispell will be like,
Okay,
a
so you
bigger
were in a
city.
car initially, like kind of sneaking
No, a
around?
bus. I took a bus from central Wisconsin to here.
And because you read about this place, you thought this could be a good place for you?
Yes, I like the fact that it's a small town.
And it's clean. It looks
and it's
clean.
really clean, and the water is just beautiful.
Really? And now why do you want to be so close to Glacier?
Because it's beautiful. That and Lake McDonald. So yeah.
Have you been to the campground up at Lake McDonald? Have you been up there yet?
This is my home base, and I'm gonna travel up
You're
there.
gonna go have
Yeah.
gonna have a blast. You could always get a job with the park.
Yes.
The host told me that they're hiring a lot because normally they ship the kids in from internationally and they
Yep.
take all the jobs, like
Yep.
thousands of kids.
And now they can't.
No,
Yep.
and so they're hiring. There's signs everywhere hiring.
Yeah.
Well, that's really exciting.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
welcome to
I'm not going
Montana.
back to Wisconsin after being here.
Well, I hope you get the. So you're gonna sleep here tomorrow night, so we'll find
I'm
out
gonna
about
be
the
here
job
for a
interview.
week. I
okay.
bought enough for a week, and then I'm gonna renew it as I go until I find an apartment.
Good for you. That's so exciting.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, good luck tomorrow.
Yep. Thank you.
Do you like my flash dance outfit? I have my leg warmers on over tights because these tights are really fuzzy inside and it's cold out. My wool top on, but guess what I'm most excited about? I just had a free shower. I came in here and the girl's like, it's not taking the coins. And I go, it's still on a 6-minute timer? And she's like, no, it just runs. And so I just went in and like, it was hot water. And I just like was able to relax. Like I didn't have to rush. It was like something about hot water coming over your face and over your head. It was so wonderful after just having freezing water in Glacier and knowing I'm not on a timer. Yay! You really appreciate those simple things. That's the wonderful thing about like camping and stuff, or getting away from the amenities, is that then when you have them, like there's this amazing joy that you feel for stuff that you take for granted and have all the time. So anyway, I did use these to dry myself off because I didn't bring any kind of towels. Like I snuck out here naked and I'm like, what am I doing at 1 o'clock in the morning in the bathroom, rolling toilet paper into my ears because of the train, which I will let you hear so you can appreciate how loud it is and why this must be done. 3 minutes, 20 seconds. That's the loudest train, I think. And there's 2 others that go by.